So this one is for the yoga teachers, and I'm here today to show you how to create a month's worth of YouTube content in just 2 hours. I know it can feel really overwhelming to stay consistent and to create weekly videos, so I'm here to show you how to make it easier. Okay, let's grab your tea, your coffee, whatever it is you want to drink, grab a notebook, and let's get comfy and talk about this. Okay, so for the first 20 minutes, we are going to brainstorm 4 ideas for classes because most months have 4 weeks in, right? So 1 video a week, 4 videos. So let's get to this. First thing that we want to do is we want to think of our, let's go up to the camera, shall we? We want to think of our niche. What we also want here is what do they want? What are they doing? And what are they asking? Like, what things have they been asking, okay? So do this for your own niche. Obviously, everyone's going to have a different yoga niche here. I'm going to do this for my niche, which is mums, right? So I'm going to put mums here. So niche is mums. What do they want? Most mums, by the way, pause this and do this along with me. Most mums want relaxation, and they want quick classes because normally they don't have time. So quick yoga. Okay, what are they doing? Most of the times mums are, well, caregiving, aren't they? They're looking after kids. So I'm just going to put caregiving. Let's do cooking, cleaning, anything that they are doing. Sorry, I've had I had COVID a couple of weeks ago and my throat is still a bit Okay, what are they asking? Now, asking is one that you want to keep your eye on, and this is for things like if people have asked you questions on your previous yoga videos, if they're asking questions in Facebook groups, or, you know, what is a mum asking? I think, like, what would a mum type into Google? One thing that comes up for me is, like, how to stay calm when your kid's having a tantrum, right? So I'm going to put how to stay calm. I've done this one. What else have I Googled? I have Googled how to be calm, how to not explode with mum rage. So I'm going to put how to not explode. Okay, so just write down any kind of questions that your niche might be asking. Okay, so we've got our ideas here. Now you want to turn these into 4 classes, right? So for me, I'm going to do, let's do quick yoga class. This is not the neatest writing. For mums who want to feel calm. Okay, there's class number 1. Class number 2, let's do mum yoga for when you feel like exploding with rage. Any of my mums can relate to that one. Okay, how about one like, I'm just going to put this down so I can actually write properly. Yoga for mums, or yoga for busy mums whilst you're cooking dinner. Okay, gets in a little bit of yoga there. Number 4, so notice here, I'm using my keywords, right? I'm using these words that have come up. Yoga to help you stay calm during child tantrums. Okay, there's our 4 classes. Very scruffily wrote, but I understand my writing, so that's fine. Okay, that's our plan, right? So now what you want to do is you want to get each of these classes and you want to think of maybe, like, I mean, these are going to be quick classes, right? So this is for, like, I want to say 5 to 20 minute yoga classes on YouTube, right? Because most people will do shorter classes on YouTube. If you want to do longer classes, you're going to have to add the time to this. Okay, this is for short classes. So let's say 10 minutes each, right? 10-minute quick yoga mums classes. So I want maybe, I'm going to name like 5 to 6 yoga poses in each of these classes that I want in there, right? So, let me just shuffle. Right, just turn my camera down a bit. Okay, so Let's go for, we'll do the yoga for mums whilst you're cooking dinner one, right? So yoga for mums whilst you're cooking dinner. Let me just turn the page. Let's think of like 5 to 6 poses that you could do. So what I would do is I would get onto Google and I would type in standing yoga classes, or even see if anyone else has done a cooking dinner yoga class, and just flick through really quickly and just see if there's any poses that you like that stand out. Obviously, you don't want to copy, you want to make your own class. So for me, I'm going to think of, let's do Warrior 2. Warrior 2, let's say Goddess, Squat, Skandasana, Side Lunge, Skandasana, Down Dog on the counter, and Forward Fold. Okay, so what's that? That's 6 poses, right? I've got my 6 poses there. Now I want to quickly make that into a sequence. So I'm just going to get on my yoga mat. I'm going to have a little play and just see how I can sequence these classes. Okay, so counter. You can step back. Okay. Okay, so you see how quick that was, right? Like just a quick putting it together. I actually really like that sequence. So now what I would think is, okay, if I was going to do that on both sides, that probably, you know, you'd do it a bit slower anyway, so it could take 10 minutes. You could also go through it 2 times on each side, but I want to put like, you know, this is for mums, right? What I also love is I've done Warrior 2 and Goddess, and it's a bit like empowering, and you know, mums need that. So I think to start with, we'll do breath work. So you can just stand, one hand on, I'm going to put hand on heart, and they can just do like a couple breaths. Then they get moving, hands on the counter for down dog, get into the sequence, and then end it with the same, with breath work. Okay, so that's one class, right? That is one class done already. Now you do that for 3 more classes, right? I'm not going to do that, but that's exactly what you would do. Okay, so there's my class plan, all done. I've already got the title right because we've got the keywords there. So it's yoga for busy mums whilst you're cooking dinner. I've got my sequence, so now it's getting to record. And you know, the more you do this process, the quicker it becomes as well. So if you are struggling to think of poses, you know, get on Google, have Google help. I just like to add a few. I mean, you could also think of these 6 poses, and you can add stuff in between, right? So like Warrior 2, I added Reverse Warrior in there, I think, didn't I? Let me add that in, Reverse Warrior. So you can also just think of those 5 poses and then add in like what comes in next. So Goddess, you know, you could have your hands on your knees and you could have some shoulder dips. Squat, you could lift your arms up to one side. You know, any of these, you can just do all sorts of things with them to make the class longer or shorter if you need it. Okay, so once you've got your 4 classes planned, then we're going to get on to recording. Now, again, when I say you can do this in 2 hours, you don't have to do this in a 2-hour block. You can do like, you know, this 20-minute planning the night before and then get on to the rest of it the next day, right? So I always record first thing if I can because I've got the energy to do so. I've done my hair and makeup and I can just jump into the camera and just do it. Jump into the camera, jump on the camera, you know, set up the camera and teach. So now we want to batch record. Okay, so make sure you're all done up and you're ready to get going. Hit record your class. Obviously this cooking one, I would probably do it out in the kitchen and, you know, set up your space. You can, if it's just normal classes, you can just record them all in one place. And yeah, you're going to batch record. So this would be a 10-minute class. I'm going to say all of mine are 10 minutes. So 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes, right? But you've got the bit of break in between of pausing the camera, setting it up, all that stuff. So let's add on another 10 minutes to that, shall we? So that's what, 50 minutes, okay? As you're recording these as well, if you are trying to save time, which I'm guessing you are if you are watching this video, I would record as you do the class. So have a microphone and, you know, speak as you're going through the class, because doing voiceovers does take double the time. Okay, so if you have a Rode Wireless Go, they are amazing. If you don't, I'll leave a link in the description because they are really good to record as you are filming. I do tend to do voiceovers, but it's just a personal preference, okay? It doesn't really matter what you do. If you have the time to do voiceovers, then that's fine. If you're trying to keep it quick, have a microphone. So once you've done that, then it's on to editing. Luckily, with yoga classes, you don't need to edit much at all. Most people are not watching the camera or the class. They are listening for your cues. Okay, this is why volume is really important. So either grab that microphone or do your voiceovers, whichever one you choose, but make sure your voice is really clear. So what I tend to do is do the basic editing, okay? Make this nice and quick. Let's say 10 minutes each for this. So you can add an intro. So what I would do is I would set up the camera and I would say, you know, welcome to this busy, what was my class again? Yoga for busy mums whilst you're cooking dinner. Welcome to this, I do this a lot. I might start again. Welcome to this yoga for busy mums that's going to help while you're cooking dinner. Ugh. I would say. So what you want to do is you want to add your keywords into the intro as well. That's quite important. So you want to say your title, but kind of shuffle up the words a bit if you can. So I would say, if you're a busy mum and you're struggling to fit in some yoga, then this class is for you. It's all standing and it's an easy one to do whilst you're cooking dinner. Let's get into it. Okay? So something like that where you're saying the keywords and then it's straight into the class, okay? Nice and simple. You can have an end screen on the end if you want, just to have pop-up videos and stuff. Again, you don't have to. You can sit there calmly after the class and have the videos pop up. One thing that I like to do in mine is I will zoom in sometimes and zoom out. So if I'm doing a lot of yoga that's closer to the ground, I will zoom the camera in for a little while on that section and then I'll zoom it back out if I stand up. And sometimes I would change the brightness as well. So like this video right now, I am probably going to up the brightness because on the screen it actually looks quite dark. Maybe I'll put an example here. And I up the brightness, sometimes up the saturation as well. But it's that simple, okay? So say you're beginning, add that into your editing software, add your class, do a couple of zooms, up the brightness a little bit, save. That is it, okay? It is that simple. So I would say that probably takes about 10 minutes each just to get it uploaded, edit that out and then hit save. And then you've pretty much got your class. And the next thing is to upload it to YouTube. So one thing I do here that saves so much time is I have a template on Canva of my thumbnails because you really want your thumbnails looking quite similar so people know it's you. So I have a template. So what I'll do is I'll go through my class. I will screenshot a pose that I'm in of that class. I will upload that to my Canva template, maybe change the wording, hit save, done. Thumbnail completely done, okay? It doesn't have to be a really long process. A lot of people make this a lot harder than it needs to be. You don't even have to have writing or anything like Boho Beautiful. You can literally just have a beautiful photo and that's fine. So once you've got your thumbnail, you're going to upload your video. You've already got your title, right? You want to do the description a little bit. You can just add a few keywords to the top of that description, add some tags, upload your thumbnail, done. It is that quick, okay? So you can get 4 classes done in 2 hours by doing this, right? So you've got 20 minutes planning. You've got 10 minutes each for your class, so that's 40 minutes. Okay, so we're already up to an hour. We've got editing, let's say 10 minutes each, that's gonna be 40 minutes. And then you've got uploading, which we've got 20 minutes left. You can definitely upload 4 videos in 20 minutes. And just a little trick for this as well, which I've done before, because sometimes uploading can take a little while for the file to actually upload. I will sometimes have 4 YouTube tabs up and upload them all at the same time. So I can get them uploaded, I can go off and do something else while they're uploading, and you know, I'm freeing up my time. Oh my God, I've loved this. This has been amazing. So let me know in the comments one of your titles. I would love to know what you've come up with after watching this. And if you found these tips useful, don't forget to hit subscribe and check the description below, because I have a free YouTube guide that you can download with some helpful information on how to get seen on YouTube. And it also comes with a video checklist so that you can make sure that you're not missing a single step as you record and upload your videos. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to know the exact way that I film, edit, record and upload my classes, click on this video here.